Initiate transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody. It's
Hey, guys.
Saturday night. It's 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and whatever time zone you're in, it's that time. Look at your watch. Yeah, so welcome everybody to Lock and Load. Yeah, I've got two very special guests with us. First of all, we brought Bridget Kruse. Well, we didn't bring her. She
She's
brought
back.
herself.
Hey!
She came back down and decided to come on the air with us. And then our special guest co-host tonight.
Who is he? Who is he?
Benji Knight from 104.1 The Wolf. Good morning.
Hello.
How?
See,
Yep.
here's the thing. When you said special, I was thinking more along the lines of like helmets, licking windows. Like, I get called special all the time. I mean, come on.
So, thank you both for coming on
Thank
tonight.
you.
You're welcome.
I
Thanks
know-
for having me.
No problem. Thank you for working with us after our technical difficulty episode we had you back on in March. So
Yeah, I believe it was in March.
so it was
Cool.
yeah, and we thought we would do this again. So it's Bridget take 2. So
Bridget, take 2. We got the audio running this time, right?
yeah,
All right. Cool.
and then of course we've got Benji Knight with us. And he's a local radio celebrity in town. And
See,
you know.
I hate the word celebrity because it's just like, you know what? I'm doing a job just like everybody else, but people just, they're like, oh my God, like I can't believe you're talking to me. I'm like, I'm a normal dude. I promise.
But do you get like on the street, be like, Benji, oh my God?
Oh,
and just running
I
up to
people
you?
hate going out with me. They're just like, God, you know everybody. I'm like, no, they know me. I'm like, this is. I'm like, I'm like, I see some people. I'm just like, oh hey. I'm like, I know you from like Facebook, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the
I just love.
definition of a celebrity, right?
See, I love just to make
Paparazzi.
people
Yeah,
laugh.
paparazzi
Though.
is
That's
celebrity.
just it.
do you ever get anybody asking you for autographs?
All the time.
Really?
You know, and it's mostly kids. Because,
Okay.
I mean, kids love autographs, you know. So, you know, and I'll take the time. I'll take the time and sign anything for anybody because I'm a whore. Let's just put it like that. I am a whore when it comes to, like, promoting myself completely. So, but, no, in all honesty, though, you know, I love what I do. You know, I took a hiatus from radio for a little bit
Yep.
and came back about a year and a half ago and at 104.1 The Wolf up in Yankton now and love my job, love what I do, and... You know, honest to God, I just love making people laugh. I mean, that's the one thing that, you know, I got the best job in the world because I don't consider it a job. It's one
Yeah.
of those things where you get to have fun, you get to joke around. I mean, yeah, there are serious times, but the fact of the matter is that you get to make people smile and laugh, and that's the best gift that you can give to anybody, hands down.
Oh yeah, and like I guess the radio community, like somebody's in a bad mood,
Mhm.
they go for a drive, they turn on the radio, and especially you're a morning guy,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
especially the people getting up in the morning, hating themselves that they have to actually Monday mornings.
God,
and
it's
they
so
hear your voice.
early.
But you throw a little humor into that, and
Yeah.
that,
You
and
know-
I think that's what helps people start out their day.
I have people tell me all the time, they're just like, oh my God, you guys are so funny. I'm like, really? Because I really don't think so. I'm like, we're joking, but it's just like, they're like, oh my God, I was rolling, nearly crashed the other day. I'm like, don't do that. I'm like, be safe.
Yeah.
I'm like, turn the channel if you have to. It's okay.
Well, see, with that, you hear yourself all the time, and you just, you're sitting here jabbering, and so not everybody's in your head, so that's why you think you're not so funny.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It's just- I'm funny looking, but I don't know. I mean, I get told that all the time, but no. In all honesty, it's one of those things where, radio is so much fun to do, and, like, people ask me all the time, they're just like, well, how did you get into it? And I'm like, I randomly stumbled upon it. Like a friend of mine who was doing just a Saturday night radio show up in Wisconsin, she was leaving, and she's like, she's like, you're funny. She's like, you're very personable. She's like, I think that you'd be perfect for it. So went in, got the job. 10 years later, here I am in Sioux City, Iowa. Thank you very much.
Huh? Kind of sounds like.
What can I say? My
Well,
life has just gone, yeah.
Kind of sounds like starts of like a little radio show we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's all good. But, and I thank you. I mean, like, I know you've been trying to get me on the show for quite some time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the schedule's never really
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
ever come about. And I was actually supposed to be up at Rib Fest today up in Yankton.
Oh,
so
okay.
thank you because it's supposed to be raining here shortly.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, if I can be sitting in a cozy basement and not be wet, I am good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that fact.
One question I have for you, you're on the radio, and obviously a lot of stuff's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear your voice, like maybe for like a promo
Mhm.
or like a playback on, like a Saturday of, like highlights from, the week,
Yeah.
do you automatically turn the radio off or do you listen?
All depends. Yeah, see, that's kind of a hard question because, I mean, I'm so used to hearing my voice.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, even my dad, like, I ride with him in the car every now and then, and he's just like, he's like, is it still weird hearing yourself? I'm like, I don't even notice it anymore, to be honest. And, like, prime example, like, I'm kind of seeing this girl, right?
Yeah.
And nothing official quite yet, but she's like, every single time that we're riding together and, like, my voice comes on, she's like, oh, my God, it's you. And then she turns it up. I'm like, oh, my God, no. Like, just turn. I'm like, that was stupid. I'm like, I'm such an idiot when I recorded that. I mean, there's, like, supposed to be like, she's just like, oh, my God, so funny. I'm like, no, it's not. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, it all depends on the day. All depends on what it is. I mean, there's some commercials that I'm very proud of that I've cut, and certain shows and things that I've recorded that I'm very happy that I've done in my life. And but yeah, there's a lot of stupid stuff that I'm just like, oh my God, what the hell was I smoking when I was on that? Because I'm like, yep, turn the channel. I'm
Do
like,
you
all
get any
right.
nasty grams from?
Yeah, I was saying
fans?
we it's one of
Tell
those
us your
things.
worst one.
Oh my God. I've had people rip me apart because of the fact that they just can't stand me, and I'm like, I'm a very lovable type of a guy. I think so. But Sioux City Confessions, first off, I got to give them a plug because, dear God Almighty, one guy posted something about the fact that, okay, so for anybody that does not know, I had gastric bypass surgery in December 10th of 2014. My heaviest weight last summer was 365 pounds.
Wow.
As of today, I am sitting at 234 pounds, and that's in
Wow.
6 months that I've lost all that. And, like, some guy went off on me like, he totally teed off on me. He's like, well, you did it the easy way, blah, blah, blah. Just going off about, like, he's like, and then he's like, you're a horrible person. You drink too much wine. And I'm like, just because I make my own wine doesn't mean I drink the damn stuff. But, and then he was like, and what really pissed me off is the fact that he's like, and then you got a dog in an apartment who's locked up all the time. I'm like, don't say crap about my dog. I'm like, you can talk smack about me all you want, but you talk bad about my dog. I'm like, we're going to have issues.
Well, those type of people that just sit behind a keyboard just want to spread nastiness.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit the trifecta. He went after, like, your weight,
Mhm.
your physique,
Mhm.
and then drinking, and then now you're a crappy person.
Oh,
like,
and he wanted to rip the mole off my face, which, by the way, I had removed. So, bitch, you can't do it. Deal with it.
Don't worry, you already took care of it for
It's,
him.
yeah. Everyone's joking. They're just like, you want to have your mole removed? Just find that guy. He'll do it for free. So, no, I mean, yeah, you always got the haters, but you just got to have a thick skin. Because, I mean, in all honesty, you got to look at it. I know who I am.
Yeah.
People think they know who I am, but until you actually get to know me personally, I mean, everybody's got a persona, especially working in radio. You don't always show your true 100% self. And, like, I got all these people coming up to me all the time. They're just like, oh my God, you're so funny. I know you, I'm like, okay, part of me. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. People
You
that
know my
follow,
voice.
People that follow me on Facebook, I mean, I'm very open on Facebook. I mean, I'll admit, I post a lot of stuff about myself, and I personally think that that's one of the things why people actually come about and they think that they know my souls, because the fact that I live vicariously on air and through Facebook, and it's just people connect. you know, and I want to be that person where it's like, okay, you know, I want people to come up to me on the street and just be like, oh my God, and like feel like they can talk to me with no issue. I mean, like I've got, you know, kids that come up to me all the time and they're just like, oh my God, I love listening, and they act like I'm such a big star, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm like, invite me to your birthday party, I'll go bowling with you. I'm like, I will. I love bowling, but no, I mean, you know,
Kinda
haters are gonna
reminds me
hate.
about the first time I met Benji.
Oh my God, dude, that was so much fun.
I had entered to win Maroon 5 tickets.
Yep.
And it was
The Moves Like Jagger contest.
Move Like
yeah.
out at the Icky Nickel.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna dance, and it's gonna be great. And for like Jordan and Brandon that have seen me when I dance,
It's
you know,
god awful.
and so like I get there and I'm like, oh,
He
shit,
gives it 110% though.
there's-
Give him that.
I'm
You
like,
get an A for effort, so that's what matters.
I'm like, there's gonna be so many people there, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, and I'll just go do my whole twerking routine.
That's-
And I get there, and there's one other person that showed up, and then they pulled a random guy from the bar,
Yeah.
and so there were 3 of us. I'm like,
Because
oh, yeah.
everybody wanted the tickets and like nobody wanted to go dance and sing in front of people. I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? Oh. So we just had to pull somebody because it's like, it looks bad if we've got 2 people, but 3 people makes so much more sense.
And so I ended up doing my little routine. I lost out to some chick, and I will give her credit. She got the whole tattooed like
She did.
sleeves.
She had it
and
going
that.
on.
And so, but I beat the random guy out the bar, so I came in second.
Ooh.
But,
Yeah, 2 out of
Take
3
your-
ain't bad.
And I think
Take your silver.
Benji was one of the judges, and I believe I might have like air humped him
a little bit.
or his right in front of the table.
Right there. There are some things that even brain bleach cannot get rid of. You cannot unsee that, man.
Yeah.
I still
So-
have dreams.
Nightmares.
And then
Yeah.
we ended the night. I believe in a thing called love.
Yeah, so we ended up singing a duet together.
Yep, we did.
With karaoke-wise, and it was
Pretty
hands
bad,
down,
too.
It was horrible, but it was awesome at the same time.
Because with Darren, he's got so much enthusiasm, but just nothing to do with it. It's okay, though. I mean, I'm not good either, so.
Yeah.
At least you can admit it. I mean,
Right.
like, everyone's just like, oh my God, Benji, when you sing, you suck. I'm like, what?
That's what karaoke's for.
Oh.
Yeah, no kidding,
And
right?
you know, like for all the listeners that have been with us through the years, you know, we used to do this thing called Tasteoki. Is our version of Harrible or
Harrible.
Horrible horrible karaoke. I mean, we've done everything from Backstreet Boys to Living on a Prayer, and I think I hit a really high note that it clipped really hard in the audio and like blew people's eardrums out.
Aw.
So
You know, I'll tell you what. I love your guys' show, first off. I do listen every now and then, and whenever I get a Saturday night off. And you guys, you make me laugh. Seriously.
Thank you.
Hands down, you guys make me laugh. So like I said, I've been trying to get on the show, been trying to work stuff out, but unfortunately it's never really worked out until tonight. So
thank you, and that kind of means a lot from a professional.
Yeah, well.
So-
Right, I was going to say, is that a good thing that we can make somebody laugh who makes other people laugh?
I wouldn't really call me a professional, just mediocre at best, maybe.
A jester.
Yeah, that's about it. How'd you know my ex-girlfriend's name for me? Normally that was only. Never mind. I'm gonna stay clean. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
And
So do
go
we want to move on?
one second.
Okay.
And going back to your earlier days on your previous station.
Yeah.
For all of our listeners, stay tuned later. We've got a little special something.
It's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna say this: I cannot guarantee nothing because I'm rusty because I've not done this in quite some time.
So. Yep. But
It's gonna be interesting.
yeah, we'll get on that in a little bit. But moving on. Hi, Bridget.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me back.
No problem. Thank you
I'm so
again for
excited.
coming on. Last time we saw you were playing at the Chesterfield
Yep.
for the Hidden City Talent Show. And what's new with you? I know we had talked over the last couple weeks, and sounds like you're going on like a little tour this weekend.
Yep. I've just been playing gigs. I'm pretty much booked up every weekend until September. So
Oh, wow.
I'm a
Good for
busy bee
you.
for the next couple months. Thank you. I am going to Omaha tomorrow morning for a TV show interview with Big Old Bands, and it's a new TV show that Omaha is going to be doing. And it's kind of like the White Wall session in Sioux Falls, and I know you mentioned Wayne's World earlier. It's kind of like that too, in the basement.
Please, if they have wood paneling walls and like really gaudy rugs, let us know because
All
that
right,
just
awesome.
Take a picture, please.
Yeah.
I will. I'll take a selfie.
Speaking of
I'll take a selfie with the rugs.
Wayne's World, Jordan, next year Halloween, I'll be
you'll be Wayne, I'll be Garth.
yeah.
All
yep,
right.
yep.
Party on Wayne, party
Yep.
on Garth.
Yeah. So, what? You had your album release party because we had you
Yep.
on before.
Oh yes,
Or was it a
It
couple
was-
weeks before?
couple
Mhm.
weeks. I think 2 weeks. I think.
How? I guess how was that turnout up there?
The turnout was awesome. The house was packed. I think we had about 80 people in there, and I knew most of them, which was pretty impressive. I didn't know I had that many friends, but that was really cool. So thank you guys for coming out to that. And I had a couple friends on stage with me. I had a girl who painted from Sioux City. Her name's Shay
Okay.
Hartman, I believe, and she paints. She specializes in nudist painting, and I didn't know that she was a nudist painter, but she was so good, and she painted like a lady laying on the bed and like her behind, and it was actually it sounds funny, but actually it was really pretty. And
Why
like
is
some
it that
Leonardo DiCaprio?
I'm only thinking right
Leonardo,
now, paint
Leo.
like one of your French girls, Jack. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Titanic reference for the win.
And then you hear
My
some
bad.
girl. You hear some girl from the audience. No, Grandma.
Sorry, my bad.
All I can picture is the car and the steamed windows.
Oh goodness.
I'll never let go, Jack. Get down. I don't want to be drugged down with you. Oh, man.
so wrong.
Okay, well. Let's see. We've already gone bad for the night. Titanic joke score. It's getting crazy up in here.
Yeah.
Nudist painting score. Check.
Yep, and then I had Ted and Alice Miller play for me afterwards, and they just kind of ended the night on a good note. And I ordered 75 cupcakes, and I think I left with like 45.
Oh.
And I didn't have a box, so I put them in this bag, and I all right, gave it to one of my friends who go to college over at Dort, and I'm like, just give some of these to your friends. I'm sure you can find some people in your dorm room.
That is what they call a fat kid's dream.
Yeah.
Right,
there, it's
free
like
food.
oh.
Free food for college kids.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna argue. Okay.
Now you are playing a benefit coming up, right? In the future,
A benefit?
like was it a bike thing?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yep.
gonna be doing the MS bike race in August. Actually, on August 1st. It's gonna be like a morning, afternoon, evening type of thing, and it's happening at Bucks. You can find more information msbikeathon, I believe
Okay.
.com, and we're gonna get a bunch of bands for that. And
We're sending a couple up with you.
yeah,
So
awesome.
for that,
Cool,
So-
man.
I am working on the final confirmation.
Cool.
But yep. So one of the bands that we were talking about earlier, I'm not gonna, because I haven't got final confirmation. But sounds like they're down to play.
Awesome.
So one
That'd
of the
be
bands
really
that you really
cool.
wanted. So,
Awesome.
so you're doing this interview tomorrow, the TV interview.
Yep.
And then do you have a show coming up?
And then next weekend, I'm actually opening up at the Phoenix for a band from Omaha. And that's going to be in Harrisburg, South Dakota. So that's coming up. And then I'm pretty much booked up. And then the next weekend, I'm going to be doing Parker's in Sioux Falls. It's like down by the Falls Park and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, so I got a couple really good shows coming up. I have Cedar County Fair coming up in Northeast Nebraska. That's where I grew up, in Hardington, Nebraska, and I've always dreamed of playing at the Cedar County
Yeah.
Fair when I was a little girl, and I finally get to, so it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Is
Thank
this
you.
is
Yeah.
it fulfilling like that childhood dream?
Oh yeah, one of them, yes, definitely.
Well, I mean, was there anything at this fair that kind of inspired you to kind of go into music or capture or hold on to a moment that kind of kept you going?
Well, my parents were on the fair board, so I always as a little kid, I was probably 7 to 11 or so. I always got to meet the bands because my parents were on the fairgrounds, so I always got to meet all the country bands that came in, and I always loved it. And I met I can't remember the names, but Tonic Sofa. I met them, and they were really one of my favorite bands when I was a little kid, and I got to meet them, and it was really cool. And so yeah, so I guess I would answer yes.
So, since you're going back there, maybe you can inspire a little one to kind of pick up and continue on what they're doing. And
Yeah, I really love doing that. I tell myself all the time. Sometimes I forget because I'm human, but I try to influence and inspire other kids to just keep going because music is awesome. Especially, it can really like save your life and.
Yeah, it's a great outlet.
Yeah.
It's a great outlet.
So I'm not really a musician per se, but I
But
do
you
a little
love
karaoke.
music.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So
Any kind of music, whether you play it or listen to it or
Sing
make it or produce it, it's like music is a getaway.
An outlet.
I think music is somehow it reaches a part of you that you can't really express, but like when you hear it, you're just like, yes, like this is just me. Like just
Yep.
getting ready to come over here, one of my roommates was just like playing on his guitar, and he's like, I just want to make something, like something that's different.
Awesome.
And it was just him just strumming around, just putting stuff together, and I'm just like, that actually sounds really good.
That's like every musician's like need and want for music, like making something new and different that nobody's heard of. And it's like sometimes just jamming around can create a masterpiece, you know?
So we know a lot about your events that are coming up, but maybe there's some people listening right now that don't know a lot about you, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe where you've come from, why you do music, or
Cool.
so can you tell us a little bit?
Gladly, I would love to. Well, I grew up in a country town in the middle of northeast Nebraska, and I was a 4-H'er, so I had like little lambs and goats and rabbits and chickens and stuff that I loved to bring and show at the fair and stuff. And the older I got, I did sports. I was typical cheerleader, but I got really into music my senior year and college, my first year in college, and I met an old friend who used to teach me, and I started taking lessons, and I learned, and I actually, one of the first, it was like the second or third song I learned was one of my own, because I just decided to start writing my own because it was so hard learning other people's music. And so I went to college, and I traveled around the Midwest, and I decided to move out to Denver and check that out, and I loved it. The mountains are awesome, and just meeting all the different people, and Pearl Street in Boulder really opens your eyes to different kinds of people in this world, and good and bad. And then I decided to move closer back home to family because I just had a godchild born not too long ago, and so I wanted to be close because I waited 3 children. It's my sister's 4th kid, and I finally get to be a godmother.
Yay!
Yeah, I get to come back and do that. And then my boyfriend lives back here, and I wanted to come live with him and just start my life. I've never really had roots for my life. I was always searching for something, and I feel like I finally found it in Sioux Falls.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Also, for our listeners that haven't heard a little bit about you, what would you, I guess, describe your sound as?
I would describe my sound as like acoustic folk, kind of like a little bit of country, a little bit of alternative. I like the soft rock. That's like one of my favorite genres, but my music isn't soft rock, but that influences a little bit, and folk, because folk also influences me and inspires me.
I'd classify it as awesome sauce, but that's just me.
Thank you.
Is that the Benji term?
That
Thank
is
you.
totally the Benji term for it. For someone who works in music, I mean, I've heard some of your stuff, and you are
Awesome.
fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, you've got a fantastic voice. You really, really do. So,
That means a lot, man.
you know,
Thank you so
I'll tell
much.
you what. I was just doing some research on the Cedar County Fair, and we always have a big part of that. And this year they've got Parmalee coming, and they also got the Swan Brothers coming
I
too, and they are
know.
2 huge upcoming acts. And you know what? I have a good feeling that you will be on that main stage probably in the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh
Hands
my
down.
gosh,
I really do believe.
Thank you. That means
So,
so much.
I'm looking forward to it.
That would be my dream. It's like I don't want to be famous. I just want to do what I love to do, which is play music and influence people and inspire people and share my word, because I have a very positive word to speak with people, and sometimes it's real and sometimes it's ugly, but it's always true. And I guess it's just hard not to write songs that aren't true, because you just write what you know.
Well, the world needs more positive people.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
seriously. I mean, after like everything that you see all the time in the news and all that type of stuff, having a good positive outlook on life, it can get you far. So I mean, I applaud you for that, because it's not
Thank
always
you.
easy being the most uplifting person. You know, it's
It-
very
it's
it's
not.
very easy to get back into the whole like, oh, you know, I'm like my life sucks and like, you know, everybody's stupid and you know, just actually giving people that hope. I mean, I'll admit, I mean, you got some really really deep lyrics there, and so
Thank you.
definitely got something going on.
Thank you so much. That means so much, and I love it when people listen to my lyrics because that's where it comes out. It's like, yeah, I can play guitar mediocrely, but you know, like my lyrics are what I really want to get out there, and so yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
I got
Benji.
another
No
hard
problem.
question.
Go ahead.
And I don't know if it's really hard or not, but so you know, obviously your words mean a lot, right? You always want to say something. So what would be your like, your favorite song, I guess, or like your most meaningful song, or that means the most to you, I guess?
Ooh, I've never heard that question asked on the show.
Sorry, I got
It's
deep
so
with
deep,
it.
man.
Well, the deep lyrics
like,
call for
oh.
a deep question.
You kind of sit over in your corner and don't say much.
like,
and
I feel the tears
Wow.
starting to come to the
I love
eyes
it.
right now, man.
You got some good questions over there in the peanut gallery. Well, actually, one of the songs that really mean a lot to me, I'm going to play tonight. Sometimes I don't want to get too deep, but this song is pretty deep, and it's actually a song that we named last time. No. Or no more,
no.
or something like that.
Awesome.
Actually, Tim, Big and
Big and
Tasty.
Tasty,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. He named it, and you said at the after you're done playing, and you're like, well, it doesn't have a name, and then he looks at you, no, and we're like all confused, like, did you not like the song? He's like, no, name it, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So
So, yeah, it's just like kind of about how nowadays, like, our kids can't play outside because it's not safe. We got war going on because people are fighting over religion and money and oil and all this stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm just frustrated with it, so I write about it. And that's kind of what the song's about.
okay,
Thank you.
yeah.
No, thank you guys.
Yeah. Hey, no, you guys gotta step up. your
No,
game a
no,
little
no.
bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to play?
Sure, I would love to play a song. I'm going to play a new song. It's a little,
Ooh.
it's a little
Ooh.
happy
Busting
dappy.
out the new stuff right
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
I've been working on some new stuff, and
You're gonna play some of the greatest hits too. Yeah.
yeah, I'll play some of the
Okay.
greatest hits. You got it,
Play
right?
Free Bird.
You gotta.
Is that mic out far enough? We could probably bring
Yep.
it further out.
Jordan, that's your job.
You gotta
So-
undo that on the table.
For our listeners, check out Bridget Kruse, Facebook.com/ Bridget Kruse. Also, BridgetKruse.com. You can also find her on Reverb Nation. We will once again, actually, you can head on over to lockandloadshow.com under the music tab and find her name on the right-hand side. Go ahead, click there. You'll find all of her links, a little bit about her, and a couple of her videos up there. So, yeah. This is Bridget Kruse live on the Lock and Load Show.
The anticipation's killing me.
I know.
Like I cannot wait.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. This song, I don't have a name, of course. It's always hard to name your songs, you know, but hey, they won't be on an album for a while, so I have a while to name them. But this song is a little love song. I wrote it with my boyfriend. I wake up to the sunshine. Open my eyes, you know what I find. Yeah, I've got God and Jesus Christ, but you, my dear, you're paradise. Oh, 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 oh. You and me, we equal too. If you ask me, I'd say I do. I help you down if you fall down. You'll take my hand, spin me around. Oh, 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 oh. And we will dance till the end of time, knowing with you I will be just fine. I'll be alright with you by my side. the sunshine. I open my eyes, you're what I find. I've got God in Jesus Christ, but you, my dear, you're paradise. Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Can I wipe the tears away now?
Right.
Oh, wow, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Dang.
Yeah.
It was I thought it was simple, but the lyrics made it more.
Spoke volumes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. You said it wasn't named yet,
Yeah.
and just hearing the lyrics, one thing, I mean, you could call it "Never Alone."
Never alone.
Here we go. He's jealous because he
Oh,
Tim
here
got to
we
Well, no, I
go.
mean just the lyrics. You wake up, your spouse or your loved one's next to you, and even if not, Jesus or God there or whoever's there that your higher power is, and they're always gonna be there.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I thought that was really good.
I can see
Thank
that
you.
song
Yeah.
playing in a movie
Never
somewhere,
Yeah,
like in a
Never
in a
Alone.
movie. Yeah, like
hands down.
In one of those like really
like that.
touching moments in the movie, where
yeah.
yeah.
Or like maybe like at a wedding, or or like going back to the whole movie thing, like just I've got this envision of a music video in my head for that song, and so that
I'd
was
like to hear that
was
vision
very
sometime.
good. Shove me over, why don't you?
All right.
So
No, that was really good though.
Thank you.
Like-
Thank you so much.
Wow.
I
Normally a radio guy's not normally speechless, but I'm like, dang,
You
man.
did it.
even though us women, we think we're perfect, sometimes we're not. So it's like I kind
Whoa.
of wrote that as an apology song.
Wait.
And then I'm like, wait, this would sound so good together.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that women are actually wrong sometimes?
Yes, we are.
What?
I hate sorry women.
Oh, snap.
And
Can
so
I get that in writing?
No.
Because I need
No.
proof.
You can't get that in right.
All right.
And so
You have to take my word for it.
you said that you wrote it as like an apology.
Yep.
If you don't mind me asking, what whole caused that to come
Oh,
about?
here we go.
Yep.
I'm not sure what time that was, but
Wait, you don't know the exact time and like what happened?
It
or-
is. a blanket to cover
blanket
every- yeah.
blanket policy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a blanket
I'm
policy.
Yes.
not. Yeah, it's a blanket apology. Let's just do that. Sometimes I'm kind of an OCD freak. Sometimes I like things to be planned. I like them to be orderly. And sometimes I just gotta realize, like, take a step back, live a little. It's okay that the kitchen's a mess or whatever it is. It's just like.
Talk to my wife.
Well,
Sorry. I
that's a
love
whole
you.
nother situation.
right.
Oh,
So let's just use that as a blanket apology for every woman out there.
there you go.
There you go.
I really like that. I will admit, after we had you on the show the last time back in March, I took your albums, and I don't care what people think. I drive around. I've listened to all your stuff. And
Awesome. Thank
so-
you.
Mhm.
Windows open, system blaring.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I used to do when Wrecking Ball came on. I used to turn it up and start singing Wrecking Ball.
in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
No?
But
No?
Wrecked.
Okay.
But-
Wrecked.
but here's
Oh,
the thing.
Bam. Gone.
Here's the thing, Darren. With her music, it'd just be very inappropriate to try to do any kind of twerking or
No twerking.
movement down there.
No
like
twerking.
no
No,
twerking.
no.
Like not even by yourself in your car. Like not.
I don't, why do you think I twerk by myself?
I could just see just pulling up and just see.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well-
see this twerking sometime. I'm just saying for the future reference. I gotta
You don't
see this
want
one.
to. Trust
you
me.
won't delete. You won't be able to delete.
Oh.
it.
There's not enough bleach for your eyes.
There's not. I still have nightmares. And that was what, 3 years ago then?
Yeah, something
3
like that.
years ago, and it's still burning an image
So-
in my brain.
No, Benji, it's okay. Don't worry. With the first time I met Darren, this is how you know it's not an isolated incident. I was at a Halloween party
God.
about 3 years ago.
So
Uh,
skills have perfected.
Yes, it's still. And I'm just, out having fun. And all of a sudden I look over and there's an old chair, like the one that if you lean too far back, it throws you.
Oh, yeah.
all of a sudden I just see Darren's doing it again, and I hear some girl screaming. I look over, he's basically just like encompassed the girl. Like all I see is her head,
I made $6 that night.
and I just see thrusting.
That's something to be proud of. I'll tell you what.
There's like a workbench or a car behind it, and that prevented them from falling over.
So we're done with the interview here, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the producer.
Can I play one more song?
Oh, one
Yeah.
more? Yeah, please.
One more?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. That's why I was like, we're just getting a little far out.
Sorry,
there.
my bad.
Cool.
My bad.
Jordan comes in from left field and
Okay,
changes
Darren.
the subject.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna play that new song, No More.
All right.
If I can get that, we'll see.
Any last words before I give her the exclusive?
You're listening to Bridget Kruse here live on the Lock and Load Show.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This song is called No More. Hope you guys enjoy. Love is what I'm preaching for all those involved. We all have our own stories. We all have our own flaws. No matter what they tell us, this is not okay. We have to kill people to stop people from killing for money. And no, we will not stand alone and let this go. No, we will not stand alone and let this go. Peace is what I'm preaching for our children's children. Let us all remember the end is still the same. No matter what they tell us, this is not okay. To kill people to stop people from killing for money. And no, we will not let this go. No, we will not stand alone. Let this go, yeah. Forgiveness is a blessing for all those who try. We all come from the same blood, right down the line. No matter what they tell us, our souls are all unique. So let's just stop this madness, yeah. Let us all believe and know we will not stand alone. Let this go. No, we will not stand alone. Let this go.
Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
good. I think every time I hear you, this would be the third time, so it just gets better and better.
Thank you.
Thank you again for coming on.
Yes, thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure, Benji.
Mm.
You guys, it was so great. Lock and Loaded show. I love it.
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to head to our first break. So we'll be back with a little bit of Missed Connections. So,
Ooh.
yep, you're listening to Lock and Load Show on lockandloadshow.com.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, we're back.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We just had Bridget Kruse on. Hell of a job she did. I'm easily impressed each time I see her play. So
Absolutely. For me, just like the first time she was here when she displayed that song, Goosebumps once again, I got goosebumps for that song. And then with her new song that she debuted today. Yeah. So for me, I think that says a lot.
Okay.
You know, her song, what was it called? No?
No More.
No More.
The second one was No More.
Then she should have named the other one Yes Way.
I don't know. I think in Darren teased it a little bit, but I think that that's pretty good title for it. And if you listen to it later, Bridget, I mean, you can use it, but then that would be like a trend. Like every time she comes down, she releases new material, and then we give it a title or a name.
There you go.
That's be pretty cool,
Yeah.
right?
I
Yeah.
think so.
All right, thank you, Benji.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm so glad that I could throw in my 2 cents there.
Yeah, because Darren's just like, yeah.
Darren's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right.
Wow.
Well, have you guys ever seen that one person, whether it's you're at the mall
Mhm.
or at a local concert, and she walks by you,
or he.
or he, and they catch your eye, but yet you can't come up with the words to say right on the spot?
Nope, never happened to me.
No? No?
Nah.
Well, for most people, when this happens, they go over to this little website,
What's it called?
Craigslist Missed Connections.
Good old Missed Connections.
So this week's Craigslist Missed Connections are coming from our local area, the Dirty Sioux, the 712.
All right.
All right,
So I'll go ahead and I will take it away.
all right.
Louisiana man,
Oh, baby.
woman for man, Riverside Fairway.
That's such a sexy place.
You were buying ham for sandwiches, and you waved to me from your big black truck. I would like to know you better. Signed, the woman who looks at your ham.
Signed,
Hamburglar. Come on.
signed. I want a pork.
I got no meat joke. I mean, come on, really? She wants your ham, dude. Come on!
She wants to go
come
ham.
get some ham.
It's your dinner.
Signed Tina.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sign Tina.
Thank you, Tina.
Nice.
All right,
All
moving
right.
on.
I got this one.
You
too.
got this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna, because last week Darren didn't really like to share. So
Oh, you were not a sharer?
no, he's not.
All right.
Green T-shirt, man for woman. You were out front of your apartment building smoking when I walked by. You said, "Hi.
Hi.
I would love to chat sometime if you want.
If you want.
Tell me which apartment building it was. Thanks."
Thanks.
Signed, the guy that really likes the Green Ranger.
Oh,
You're
man.
a Power Ranger fan out there. I mean.
Yeah.
Benji, you want to do one?
I can totally do this.
All
All
right.
right, here we go.
Let's get the tunage going.
All right.
All right.
This is class right here
Yeah.
from Walmart. Man for woman in Norfolk. We were in the self-checkout talking about ice cream in a movie. Reply with the title and type of ice cream. Signed, I can't spell for nothing. I get the whole abbreviation thing, I do, but dude, seriously, if you're trying to impress her, at
Yeah.
least...
Sound
I'm sorry, but
educated.
about is not ABT, you dumbass. God.
And then in a
In type...
I'm shocked he actually spelled reply out.
I think he did.
With a
He
capital
did,
R.
not RPLY.
Capital R. Too.
Because
Or
reply, you just have to add that E in there just
Yeah.
to make it a real
Oh,
word.
yeah.
Stupid lazy people.
So not only do you have class because you're going to Walmart,
Oh,
but
yes.
your grammatical class is
Mm.
the same.
How many teeth did she have? That's what I want to know. Was she
Alright.
wearing a muumuu?
All right, I got this one.
All right.
Magnificent man Magazine man.
Fail. 2 words in, you fail already.
Male for male. Sucks.
Of course you take the male one.
Yeah.
The most magnificent man was standing looking at magazines at my work Saturday evening around 7:30 or 8. I couldn't believe how freaking hot you are.
So hot.
I think I probably made it rather obvious that I was interested.
So into you.
If you feel this may have been you telling me what store you were in or the color of my shirt,
So many colors.
and let's make this happen.
Oh, baby.
You are a very good looking big boy.
I got the signature.
Okay.
Signed, the guy with the 3rd leg.
Tripod.
Wait a minute. I was looking at magazines on Saturday night.
What store?
Well, it's got a radius with the map, and it's somewhere in Morningside.
Oh.
See, that's what I love about these missed connections is it gives
Some
a
of them.
rough area.
around that area.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it was at Walgreens.
Uh,
It looks about to be. Well,
No.
no.
I'm thinking.
Did somebody make it
Let's
obvious
see.
to you?
Maybe. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Zooming in. Maybe around the Glen Avenue.
You know, could be by Sarge's Mini Mart.
Oh.
Good old Sarges.
Or maybe that's where the person's posting from.
Maybe,
their
I
own
don't know.
house, Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe I wasn't looking at magazines on Saturday. Maybe that was Sunday.
Did somebody come
Sorry.
up to you and make it obvious that they
Ah.
were interested?
All the time.
Oh,
Did-
yeah.
They're just like, oh, baby.
Did you just try to Michael
and
Jackson?
they're like, oh, wait,
Did
you're
they
a
call you
dude.
big
Never
boy?
mind.
Oh.
did he try to Michael Jackson just like slant and then just like catch himself on his 3rd leg?
Highly disturbing, but yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'll do the
You
last
want to
one.
do this one?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Alright,
I'll do
okay.
this one.
Don't mess it up.
I have to.
Do this one.
Yep.
All right, we're good.
Baymont, male for woman, Lamar's.
Oh, sexy Lamar's.
To the lady working the desk tonight, I just wanted to out front tell you, you are just fucking beautiful.
Fucking beautiful.
Take you to my room,
Oh, baby.
make love to you for hours, and just hold you in my arms all night, kissing you softly all over that beautiful body. I think you might need or want this in your life every day.
Every day.
To just wake up and for someone to tell you how beautiful you are.
So fucking beautiful.
Signed,
The hopeless romantic.
Sign gonna get her fired for going to go do it on the job.
I'll make love to you like you want me to.
And we
Show
just
you
lost all our
time.
viewers.
Oh my god.
I just kind of had to play that.
Yeah.
It seems so fitting
It did fit very
in
well.
multiple ways.
It kind of reminds me of like if this couple or if this guy actually found that couple that like
Yeah.
had such amazing sex that the neighbor had to have a cigarette after the fact.
Oh, baby.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh, that confession.
Oh god, that was fucking hilarious.
yes.
And
Um,
here's what I applauded. It wasn't through like some shitty like drywall or
Mhm.
anything. It was a concrete complex. So
That's when you know. I mean, if you are banging her head off the headboard that loud to the point where they need to be calling the cops because they're worried about her safety?
no, it wasn't
Oh.
that. He's like, I just applaud you for your enthusiasm and the length of time. Is like, Jesus, I need a cigarette after you guys are done. There's dust coming off the ceiling. Like, goddamn.
Best joke I've ever heard is the fact that, you know, like a guy and a girl were getting it on in the next room, and there was a guy in the next room, and he heard that the girl was kind of getting close to finishing. So all of a sudden, he yelled out, "Finish her! Get over here!
Well, funny story.
Fatality!"
A couple years back, I crashed at a buddy's house. We were kind of drinking and stuff, and just like having a good old time. You know, I was responsible. I didn't have a ride, so I decided to crash there. And him and his girl or whatever went into his room.
Uh-huh.
And I'm about to pass out. All of a sudden, I hear them going at it. I hear her moaning. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm like, okay. So I sit there for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, God damn, like, hurry up and, like, finish it. So I just wait until it's about that. She sounds like she's about there, and then I scream, release the beast.
Release the beast!
And everything stops, and they just bust up laughing.
Aw.
I'm laughing.
You know, I've got so many stories, but the best one, hands down, I was at a country music festival with friends, probably, I don't know, maybe about 7 years back or so up in Wisconsin. And I don't know, we were staying at a friend's camper, and this guy that I know came in with this girl that he had just met. Okay, so whatever. I'm like, bro code says, okay, they're gonna, so obviously you act asleep. Until you hear some stuff that you just can't unhear. It's one of those things where it's like she was like, oh, you know, I'm on birth control, just go ahead and you can finish inside of me. And he's like, no. And she's like, don't worry, I won't get pregnant. And his response to that was, well, I don't want to come inside of you because you're going to have so much inside of you that you're going to have to take the extra and sell it on eBay.
What the fuck?
Seriously.
Oh, wow.
That's the time when my happy ass set up, and I'm like, oh, hell no. I went out and sat by the campfire, and I'm like, oh, screw this. I am done. And I slept out there. I started the next morning doing the walk of shame. I'm like, what's up, eBay? Oh, you just dirty girl.
Be like, how was it? I'm out here roasting s'mores. Like,
wow.
Do you accept PayPal?
What's
How
your
about-
highest bid? Do you have a buy now?
How about bitcoins?
Oh, Bitcoins. No, I don't know. Here's the thing. For anybody that's going to post on Missed Connections, I'm sorry. Just talk to the person. Seriously, I do not know many people that will actually go to Missed Connections. Just be like, you know what? I think I felt something with this person that was looking at me, so I need to go there and just see if they were thinking about me. I don't see it. Sorry.
We're normal people that can be comfortable in social situations, obviously, with what we do.
I get the fact. Social media, texting has completely killed like the ability to talk to people in person.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for like the generation of our. I don't have kids yet, but so help me God.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I have kids, no. I'm like, you're gonna talk to people face to face, and like people that get anxiety. I heard some people get anxiety from like ordering a pizza. I'm like, first off, as a fat kid, that's a cardinal sin. I'm like, no.
Well, not only that, but then Xbox or everything, like even PlayStation and Nintendo, made it so you can have a Pizza Hut app. You can order the damn pizza through the Xbox, so you don't even have to talk to anybody, and they will deliver it to your damn house.
This is the problem
But
with
you
our
still have to
society.
talk
But you're
No,
talking, yeah.
no, you don't. You
No,
fill it out
it's the app.
on the
Essentially,
Xbox.
it's just the app. I mean, it's insane.
They should
Well,
make
don't
it
you have
where
to talk to the
them.
pizza delivery guy?
I guess you
You
can just...
awkwardly hand them a check, you know, because, well, first off, who the hell writes checks anymore?
yeah, exactly.
You just pay for it via debit card, and he's like, oh, sign this. And you're like,
Or like Home Alone.
I was just going to
Home
say
Alone.
that. Fucking going to say that.
Yeah.
just throw
fucking-
it outside the
yep.
mail door or the doggy door. Just be like, leave the pizza and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. You filthy animal.
No.
But I agree with you, Benji.
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
so bad for the generation or a couple generations down. Like, they did a study when I was driving over here that in college and even high school and younger, like, creative writing classes,
Yeah.
they're using hashtags now
Oh,
in the
dear
damn
God.
papers.
What?
They're using hashtags. Like, you see somebody tag on Facebook or wherever the fuck, Instagram, Twitter, it's like hashtag this, hashtag this, hashtag this, and then their status or at the end. That's what people are doing in creative writing classes or writing classes.
See, I use a hashtag as kind of like a fuck me joke. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, everybody's using it. Fuck me, right? In all honesty, like I hate the whole concept of hashtags. Like in the way that kids talk now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, do I want to beat the crap out of so many kids?
Punch
They're
a
just
baby.
like, oh YOLO. It's like, you know what? No, seriously, yes, I get it. You live once. Say YOLO again, and you're gonna die. All right.
Until
Or
Lonely
Ratchet.
Island.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you YOLO.
Dear God,
Yeah.
I swear if I hear Ratchet one more time, I will cut a bitch.
Well, one thing I love,
Swear!
is like you see the meme. It's like we need to teach this generation. This is what a ratchet actually looks like.
You screw on nuts with it, all right? And not for you dirty little, like, never mind. Never mind! No, I am so sick of society. Like, seriously.
No, you're sick of the new norm of society. The
Then
new
that's the
normal
problem.
of society.
That is the problem. Whatever happened to not necessarily
You know what
beating your
grinds
kids?
my gears?
What? Not necessarily beating your kids, but come on, disciplining and actually like spanking your kids. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here for a second. Not
Do
like
it.
I haven't been all night, but I used to work at Walmart. Okay, before I got into radio, I worked at Walmart for 5 years. Even when I was doing radio part time, I was working in Walmart for 5 years. I worked in the electronics department. Okay.
Okay.
There are parents out there that just send their kids to the they're like, oh, there's video games. Haha, they'll watch you. It's like, bitch, watch your own damn kids. I'm not getting paid babysitter rates here to watch your damn little brat go beat the shit out of somebody or go break some shit that he ain't gonna pay for. No, you know what? I'm sorry, but I applaud any mother that will spank her child in public because you know what? So help me God, thank you for not having a little douchebag, all right?
One thing I hate is like you'll see, and I've seen like a Walmart worker like somebody will spank their kid, like discipline them, like don't do it, and they do it, they spank them, and you'll just sit there, and I looked over, and the lady's just like she's like, I'm gonna call the cops, like. What?
Bitch, call the cops. It's my kid. I brought them into this goddamn world. I can take them out. At least that's what my father used to tell me all the time.
Oh, I did not. I did not. When I was a kid, this is just me growing up. I did not want to make a scene in public because then I would get the whooping worse. I would get my ass whooped in a dressing room or a bathroom and then be drug out and be like, we have to finish our shopping.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
And see, that's a tangent right there that I don't need to get on.
Brandon
I'm
smiled
sorry.
because he looked like he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't necessarily spank Carter and Brooklyn, but they don't get away with stuff.
Well, I mean, but that's just it. You know, like parents nowadays,
They know. They know.
You know, and that's just it. Is that I'm sorry, but I'll admit, yeah. I mean, my dad rarely ever spanked me, but so help me God, he used the belt on me one time.
And
All
you
right.
never did that.
Never did it again. Still to this day, when I hear a belt like snap, my ass cheeks go tight. It's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh hell no. No, well, I mean,
So-
in all honesty, discipline your damn kids, people. I'm sorry.
That's all it takes. I mean, how you do it is what but
It's
just
like,
do
you know
it.
what? I get
Right.
it. Time out. Take away their Xbox. Take away their video games, TV. I don't care. But you know what? I am sick and tired of seeing all these kids that disrespect people over and over
You
again
can't let
that
'em walk
steal
all over
shit.
you.
I just,
No.
Otherwise, that's why they walk all over.
I'm
other
like,
people.
come on. I mean,
No respect
There
for
should almost
anybody.
be confessions music playing right now.
Well-
This is almost like a confession.
all right.
It almost is like a confession. Well, funny enough, I mean,
confess. I hate douchebags.
let's go look at our confessions
All
for our
right.
Sioux City.
These are Sioux City's
My
confessions. Actually, since we haven't been studio, there was one written last week about you.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, it says Benji Knight is so sexy. I wish I could get some of that.
Oh, shit. I didn't even read that one.
I shit you not. Darren wrote that.
I did not write that.
You know, here's the problem is that, you know, in the business that I work in, you know, you have people all the time that they're just like, oh, my God, you know, like, I want to get with you. But they want to get with you for the wrong reason. They want to get with you because you are the radio person. You are the one that, you know, gets to go to all these concerts and go meet all these people.
Say the
and-
tagline, Benji. Say the tagline. Say it. Wolf for me. Howl for me.
Ow, baby! Come on! I'll make you howl.
Benji.
No, but I mean, in all, like, I've had women that are just like, I want to have your babies. And I'm like, I'm like, you're 55. You're like my mom's age. Come on.
You just want concert tickets.
I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
And then after they get the concert tickets, Benji goes right back in the friend zone where he, you know,
Yeah.
No, I mean, and that's the thing is, you know, I appreciate, you know, anybody that, you know, finds me attractive or whatever. But if you find me attractive, talk to me.
Yeah.
Don't, you know, everyone's just like, but I'm so afraid. Like, why?
Yeah.
I'm a teddy bear. Maybe not as much fluffy
Wow.
anymore, but damn it, I'm still a teddy bear. I'll fluff your ass up. It's all right. No. That's
So,
all right.
also from our Siouxland Confessions, the moment when you are in Walmart taking a shit and you fart, it echoes.
I hate you. I hate your face so much. Wow.
I love how the people put their first and then the last initial.
Yeah.
Like, but then if there's a lot of those people out there, and then that happened to our friend. I think we mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
One of our close friends of the show, some girl posted on this confession page and was like, I broke up with Mark. Da 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 da.
No. It was a one-night stand 3 years ago down on 4th Street after a night of drinking on the bar. And she just wanted to tell him that he has a
son, 3-year-old son,
daughter.
Oh, I thought it was
nice.
and then she put
she just moved back to the area.
Yeah, and then she put his the Mark and then his last initial, and then like literally every single one of us as friends are like, we actually tagged him and it was like, is this you? Is this you? Question mark? Huh?
Text messages.
Yeah, and then he's just like. Because it literally happened around that time for him too, with him
when he actually wasn't in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So he was out, and we're like, God, I hope this isn't him.
We're all
Did it
just
turn
like,
out to be him?
No.
Thank you, Jesus.
So yeah,
No, I don't know. I mean, Siouxland Confessions, it's one of those things where, I've always found if you have a problem with somebody, tell them.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing: it's like a terrible train wreck in slow motion. You can see it coming. You want to cringe right when it hits, but you can't look away.
That is true.
yeah.
Tonight, a Mexican said, "Do you want me to kick your ass?" I said, "No, because then I'll have to kick your ass, and kicking a Mexican's ass means you have salsa."
Wow.
I hate it when people make up lies and blame you for something you didn't do, and then they know you didn't do. You should just stop lying before this all comes back on you and your lies.
Don't lie, people. Just be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, really? Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on.
I am sick and tired of my fiance's ex-wife. She has him paying child support, but keeps telling him on and off that he can't see his kids. She is constantly referring to me as the whore. I want to knock her down. I want to knock her down on her midget ass.
Question, though.
Gnome fight.
Is she really a whore? That's what I want to know, because if you are, well, probably shouldn't have your kids.
Gnome fight.
Gnome fight!
Yeah. My fiance is verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive. I want to leave him, but we, my kids and I, have nowhere else to go.
They got shelters. Seriously. Don't ever use that as an excuse,
What,
because you know
what
what?
was that one again? Read it.
Seriously, I'm going to be honest here. If you are in an abusive relationship, I don't care who you are. There are ways of getting out, okay? Yeah. Don't be afraid. Get out, because nobody deserves that. I mean, male, female, if you got kids involved, get the hell out. I'm sorry, but first off, anybody that lays their hand on anybody that they supposedly love, no, screw that, all right? They can say I'm sorry so many times, and then you're finally going to realize, oh, my God, they're not going to fucking change. So get out. I'm going to give you that advice. If you need help finding a shelter or whatever, like I said, there's numbers out there. Yeah. I mean, just call somebody.
Google it.
Seriously.
I saw a post on Google. This is a little bit off, but I posted this to my wall yesterday or today. I don't remember.
I think
One
I
of those
remember.
days.
It was yeah. It said
Was it the
wow, that was totally awesome.
Was it the
suspense is
was
killing
it the
me.
computer reference?
Yeah, it was the adult growing into a child. It was like, apparently becoming adult means learning how to use Google to figure shit out.
Yes, I remember seeing that.
And again, Google's not always right. I'm just saying.
Just
more
like
than one
just,
Google.
More than
just,
yeah.
no, just like
I got
WebMD.
I'm going to say this. WebMD makes people hypochondriacs.
Oh,
my
God,
God.
dude.
Oh my God, dude, I've got like the Asian swine flu because I've got a cough. It's like, you know what?
No, they'll be like,
you don't. You're a dumbass. Go
You know,
away.
my advice for anybody that's looking at WebMD for shit, call the every major hospital has
Did you just say call a nun?
a non-emergency.
That's right.
Call
a
the
young
nun.
priest.
The non-emergency number at like a hospital. You can usually talk, to a doctor or something in a hospital. And
I'm just gonna say
"Hey,
I'm Catholic, and you just scared the shit out of me right there.
talk to
Shit,
a nun."
where's the nun?
Yeah, I need help.
Oh.
we need a young priest and an old priest.
And they
An
walk into a
exorcism.
bar.
But
Yeah.
wow.
I'm just saying, right there.
Yep.
But no, seriously, you could have like a fever and be like, "Oh, I'm throwing up." Now you have a bump on your pee-pee, and now you have AIDS, and now you have cancer and fucking
Okay, okay.
like
be honest.
literally.
It's herpes. All right. You got a bump on your pee-pee. It's herpes.
No, you know what I mean though. Like it.
Does it burn when you pee? No, then it's not chlamydia. All right. Just look at it like that.
The leaps of logic.
You don't need MD. You just need a porn. All right. That's all you need.
The leaps of logic are not there.
And people, oh my God, I hate the people that are just like, seriously, I'm like, I am diagnosed with this. I can't do anything.
Oh yeah.
Well, and this kind of goes back to like us, like our new norm of society, or like kind of dumbing down of our society, that medical students are actually going on these websites to study and learn and try to get it off tests because
Hold that thought.
because they think it's easier.
I am banging the microphone against my head right now because that is the stupidest fucking thing
They-
I've ever heard.
They
That's
think it's
scary,
easier to
too.
find it online than go through their actual medical textbooks, which
yeah.
I mean, 100 hours or whatever, of just searching through shit. But
Here's
I
the
gotta
thing.
say, there's a lot of things available to nurses and doctors that you don't necessarily get online through something like WebMD. Either.
oh god,
they
yeah.
have, they have some special apps and tools and references.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of the new norm in society, the fact that, back to the whole kid situation, that kids aren't going outside playing, getting dirty, and all that type of stuff, that these kids are so overly medicated with crap now. I mean, like,
Oh man.
ADD, it's like called being a child, all right? I get it. You can't focus on shit because you're like, I want to play!
I
I'm the
hate
same way.
Discipline your child.
I hate-
Discipline
yeah,
your
no
goddamn
shit.
kid.
I hate when they're like, oh, they have oppositional defiant disorder. They're oppositional. No, they just
What
dig-
the hell is that? I
No.
haven't even heard of that one
ODD.
yet.
It's a clinical term.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain later. But no, like literally, they say it's because they're oppositional against whatever, and they're not going to do whatever because
They're like,
gonna
fuck the
choose-
police.
Yeah, or they're like,
Any sense of authority.
hey, could you do this? No,
No.
fuck you, parent, uncle, whatever. Just
Yeah.
and it's
called
like
being rebellious.
it's called that and not getting your ass
You're looking
kicked.
for an ass whooping.
Yeah.
And that's parents. Like I said, beat your children. All right,
No,
not to the point where
Don't go pulling Adrian Peterson.
No,
but
don't go get a switch and then be banned from the NFL for 9 months. But discipline, all right. There's a difference. There's a difference. I mean, don't like.
do you want to be like my if you want discipline, go over to my mother's house, an Italian family. They will beat you with the cutting board. I shit you not. There's a cutting board with a handle on it that thick that she would beat my ass with when I would be the worst kid on the planet, and then use it to cut food with afterwards. Or
Hopefully they washed it.
yeah, God, I hope so.
It's a good way to get.
And
pink
then
eye.
and then when I moved into my new place, as a memento, she gave it to me to like remind me if I fuck up in life, she's still gonna be there to beat my ass with it.
Everybody needs that one person that is gonna hold them accountable to be like, you know what? If you're acting like a dumbass, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
She
all
threw
right?
a fucking frying pan at me one time.
That's what people need. I'm sorry. Everybody
sorry,
needs
Mom,
someone
if you're
Italian
listening.
in their family. I mean, come on.
You need a consequence for your action.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's like seriously. I mean,
I still love you, Mom. There wasn't any abuse going on for people listening. I'm normal, so don't worry.
see, but that's just it. You're normal because you got your ass beat. There's a difference. You have those like little fuckheads that seriously go out there and they're gonna define everybody. They're gonna do what they want, and they're not gonna listen to any reason until they actually get their ass beat once or twice, and then they realize, oh shit, I better not do this no more. Yeah.
well, that's been the truth
with
with
Benji.
Benji Knight.
All right.
No one really grinds my gears.
We're making up new segments on
I
the
know,
give a
right?
Shit.
All right.
Well, It's time for our last break.
Yep,
Oh,
and
that's
we're going to
good.
be back with a couple short news stories and a game.
Ah.
A little game that Benji used to play.
Yeah.
So you're listening to Lock and Load Show on lockandloadshow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lock and Load Show.
Are we back?
Bringing back with
Are we
expecting.
Are we live? Huh.
I'm so nervous. This is
But
like my
that's-
first time.
I think.
I just
yeah,
failed all over the place with
you
that. Interrupted
did,
the music
you know-
video, and then I just brought it back. No countdown.
You just had the
like-
worst mistake in radio. It's called dead air.
fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it. We're gonna do it live.
Yeah. Well,
What do you mean? We're gonna play you out.
All right.
Time for news.
Time for the news.
Dun dun.
Walmart manager. Whoa, that was really loud.
That was.
All right. You got the audio? Producer man. All right. Walmart manager took photos of 9-year-old boy in Arkansas store bathroom.
What?
A Walmart manager is free on $50,000 bail following his arrest for allegedly taking photos of a 9-year-old boy while the child went to the bathroom in an Arkansas store. According to the investigators, Antoine Jones, 35, was busted late last month on felony video voyeurism and child pornography charges. And I'm not going to go on. I'm just going to say that he deserves to get his ass whooped.
Wow.
Well, if
See-
you're gonna record child porn like that, you need to get put in the prison with the rapists, and you need to have them beat the shit out of you, like what he said, and do what you're probably gonna be putting up on the internet. These little kids, and you don't deserve to breathe my air. Thank you.
Yep.
Save money. Get raped. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he... it said that the kid reported it to his mother.
Well,
And
gee,
then his
wonder why.
And then he was still in the bathroom, and the mother went in, drug him out.
Beat
and
his
cops were
ass.
called.
Oh, nice.
So-
She should have beat his ass.
This next story, I can't get that one to pull up, Jordan, if you want to do
All right.
that one.
The title is "The Creepiest Guy in Louisiana is Again Arrested for Pervy Acts in Women's Bathroom." What the hell is with women, like bathrooms in these stories?
I don't know. It's
Like,
just a
what the
weird
hell?
theme this week, you know.
Yeah, and
Remember, there was a bunch of the DUIs with people dressed up as Hello Kitty.
Oh
and-
God. Anyways, a Louisiana man who was once convicted for I don't even know. I'm gonna pull a Darren. He was collecting urine samples from female. Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? How do you not know somebody just like slid in and collected urine samples from females in department stores?
I don't know.
This dude is fucking slick. He's the Pink Panther, man. Where's Waldo of department store bathrooms?
I don't even know what the fuck to say here. Like
It's almost like a Mission Impossible.
he's hanging from the roof, coming down, just fucking reaching behind with the cup.
Taps on her shoulder so she looks behind him, flips,
What?
grabs the cup.
Oh!
The perpetrator was arrested yesterday on video voyeurism charges. During police questioning, he reportedly admitted to going into the women's restroom and photographing a female while she was in the stall. Investigators believe that the perpetrator took bathroom photos on more than one occasion inside the Lowe's in Homora, the city where the patient resides.
Porsche.
Porsche.
Yeah.
I just say patient because of my job, so.
Oh.
Anyways, there's a lot more uninteresting information. Basically, the guy's a piece of shit.
Yada yada.
Yeah. I can't even get a girlfriend, but this guy has one.
You're married.
It's some of the comments.
Some of the
Oh,
comments.
I was like, what the fuck?
Seriously.
You're in trouble now and again.
Ah, you're in. I get it.
Somebody
Ah.
thinks he's a serial killer in the making.
You know, people.
I don't think that's a serial killer in the making. Like, art.
Holy fucking Jared Batman.
Hey.
Yeah, wearing the Batman shirt
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Represent.
Move on to the next one.
You want to talk about something? So our next story is in Florida. Florida landscaper deliberately drove riding mower over large group of ducklings.
Oh my God.
Florida
DuckTales.
landscape. God, you're fucked. A Florida landscaper is jailed on felony animal cruelty charges for deliberately driving a large riding mower over a group of ducklings, according to court records. Are you going to make it there, Benji?
Oh, my God. I just got such a bad joke right now.
Investigators allege that Jason Falbo, 25, wow, your parents gave you a great last name, slaughtered
No
the
wonder
ducklings.
You're pissed.
Slaughtered the ducklings as he cut the grass earlier this month at a property in Palm Beach County. According to a harrowing probable case statement, witnesses told a sheriff's deputy that the person in question, seen right, which he has a great beard.
He
and
does. That is a very magnificent beard, I will admit.
Yes, that takes patience, but that hair, not so much. Seen at right drove the mower directly at Duck and her 11 ducklings. The lawn man then ran directly over the ducklings, and body parts were scattered all over the lawn.
I'm guessing the reason why he's so damn pissed is because the fact that Geico can save him 15%, but Affleck does shit for him. Affleck.
Oh no, it gets no, ladies and gentlemen, it gets worse.
Looks
I'll
like
wait
he needs
for
a
it.
beard trimming with the lawn tractor.
Yeah, after passing over the ducklings, he allegedly stopped and backed the lawn mower up and mowed forward again, killing more
Wow.
ducklings. The ones that survived the goddamn onslaught, he had to back it up, go nee.
He's like, well, fuck, I missed some. Hold on. Goddamn zero turn radius. This is bullshit right here.
Fucking Lowe's is gonna have to answer for this right before I go to the bathroom and see
Oh my
the guy
God.
collecting urine.
Oh my
Son of a
God.
bitch. He allegedly. Oh my
That's
God.
no way to pluck a duck.
As neighbors ran out to stop,
That's completely ducked up.
he allegedly ran over more ducklings and began aiming for the mother and two remaining. Jesus, what is wrong with this guy?
He took the terminology paint the town red and just applied it to the lawn.
When confronted by a witness, he claimed they were in my path, so I just kept mowing. It was his first day on the job, according to the owner of the
Well,
lawn care.
that's also your last day on the job, dumbass. There is your sign. Don't mow over the goddamn ducks. Jesus.
Due to eyewitness testimony by 3 people, 9 baby ducks lost their lives currently and viciously with extreme intent by this individual. Oh my God! Oh jeez,
I
he's
don't
locked
want to
up.
hear more about.
right.
Yeah,
He's
All I
locked up
gotta
for
say.
$27,000 bond, and he's charged with separate animal cruelty counts for each of the 9 ducklings killed as a result of a May 3rd carnage.
Did
Like-
the ducks have names at least, like Charlie or
Huey Louie.
Colton or
Donald.
maybe I don't know, Coach Bombay maybe.
Ducks
Where
fly together.
Quack quack quack.
No. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a light in a terrible situation because
All
this
right.
person is extremely screwed
He
up.
was just pissed that duck prices are going up.
He's just pissed because God gave him a tiny wee wee.
That's all right, and a magnificent beard.
All right.
Here's hold on
And a
before you
big
go
truck.
on. Before we go on, so we hear all these stories in the news, and everybody's heard them about like all these like cops like unjustly hurting people. Like, where was somebody with like a conceal and carry in this situation to
Can somebody just
taser his
beat the
ass?
shit out of this man? Just be like, you first hear the duck quack quack quack, and then just somebody run and be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then just beat the shit out of this guy and just shoot him in the face.
Just tackle
I
him
just
off that
want to
lawnmower.
tackle him and tase him off the damn lawnmower.
I still believe the fact that just stupid people just need to be drug out in the street and shot. All right, all the stupid people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, I better get my shit together. I don't want to be next."
better stop fucking around.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, and our last story for tonight. This kind of local.
Kind of local.
Kinda from Iowa City, Iowa.
Oh my God, my hometown.
All right.
Shit, do I know him?
I don't know. Accused
looks
sex
familiar.
attacker claim.
Attacked her.
Attacked her. That's exactly what he did. He attacked her.
Claimed that victim was not even rappable. by his standards. In denying
Rapeable?
that he sexually assaulted a woman, an Iowa man told cops that the victim was not even rapeable. Or rapeable. but
It's rapeable.
by his standards, according to court records.
Who the fuck taught you how to read? Did you go to Iowa Central too? Because so help me God,
Wait,
that's where
wait.
I went. I know for
I went to
shit.
West.
Wait for it. He's gonna say.
I went to West.
There we
Oh.
go. He blames everything on West.
Wait, does that not say rapeable?
No,
It's rapeable.
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 Rape.
Oh,
but they cut
okay.
the E out. It's
Sounds like
rapeable.
somebody's doing
Jeez.
malicious things with a cow.
It's not even funny. A friend of mine up in Wisconsin actually got charged with that not too long ago.
Oh my God, rapeable.
Which, by
No
the
longer
way, is now a
hashtag
felony
rapeable.
in Wisconsin. You cannot have sex with a cow in Wisconsin. It is now a felony.
Well,
I wonder how
also,
long he was doing that before he got caught.
also, hopefully he's no longer your friend.
I went to high school with the kid. I never really claimed him as a friend. Just saying.
Continue, Darren.
All right.
My
William Miller, 36, was named in a May 7th criminal complaint charging him with felony sexual abuse in connection with the alleged attack last year. According to the police, the victim was with friends drinking, hanging out at an Iowa City home. When everyone went to sleep, Miller removed the incapacitated woman's pants and began having sex with her. The attack last May was interrupted by a friend of the victim who ordered Miller to get away. Miller then departed the residence. The friend, cops report, was able to wake the victim and get her to the hospital for an exam.
Oh, my God.
When questioned by cops, Miller admitted to having sex with the woman, but claimed that the encounter was consensual.
If she's unconscious, it's not consensual, jackass.
As-
Continue.
As reported by the Iowa City Police Department, Miller classified the victim as not even rapeable.
Rappable.
Rappable by his own standards. Miller, who lives in Coralville, an Iowa suburb.
In Iowa City suburb, which, by the way, thank you for determining that because nobody fucking knows that.
I know that.
That Iowa City and Coralville are right fucking next to each
Oh,
other,
yeah.
so thank you very much.
Miller, who lives in Coralville, Iowa, an Iowa City suburb, pictured above mugshot, locked up in lieu of $26,000 bail. Miller is also facing theft, public intoxication, and interfering with official acts charges. In the last 2 years, he's been convicted of domestic abuse, theft, harassment, possession of the marijuana, public intoxication, trespassing, from what court records show.
So here's my question. I don't know who did this editorial, but
Uh-huh.
just reading this, part of it where it says that was with friends, drinking, blah blah blah, and then when the friend came in and ordered Miller to get away, get away, and then I'm sorry if I come in to a friend's house or I'm hanging out or staying over, and I go into their place and they're getting raped, I'm not gonna be like, can you please? I'm ordering you. I'm swinging for the fucking fences
Just
to get.
back away. I mean, come on.
I'm swinging for the fences. I'm gonna hurt you because you're doing that to my friend.
But-
and then not only that, sorry Benji.
It's all right.
Not only that, but then they say that he left or departed the residence. I understand you want to use grammar, and we give people shit for using grammar, but you made it seem like I'm going to get my shit together, and we're all going to walk to the door together, and I said bye, everybody.
We're all fucking Care Bears here. We're just gonna fucking sunshine and rainbows and fucking shit happiness. I mean, come on. No. First up, I gotta say that he looked so sad in his mugshot. I wonder why that is.
It's probably
Maybe
because
he just got pounded in the ass by Bubba. You fucking raper.
Hey,
Climbing in your windows, snatching your people.
he probably told Bubba you're not even rappable, bro.
Dude, you're not rappable. I'm sorry.
All right, what do we got next, Darren?
Well, that's been the news.
Yay!
And we've been filled in.
Thank you.
By
Well,
rappable.
we're gonna play a little game.
All right.
On your previous show,
Mhm.
Benji,
Yes.
there was this very popular game in town here.
Very
What was
popular
it
game.
called?
It was called I Can't Beat Benji.
Oh.
Oh, it's really weird, right?
Yeah, and so to kind of go, a little history. There's been quite animosity, dirty looks given our way.
By
some-
who?
s-
By
some,
some-
By a douche that shall not be named.
Yep.
I mean,
I'll
Darren.
call his ass out. I don't give a shit.
I mean, Darren, it looks like you got a little knuckle on your face right there.
Little
A
knuckle.
little moose knuckle.
Moose knuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, Benji coming on. Well, since, my previous show I was on with our good friend Jake,
Mm-hmm.
we did Missed Connections.
Yeah.
And it was just really odd that one morning, because we used to do the show on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
And one morning.
It just so happened to appear.
Yep.
Well,
and
and
the
then-
exact same ones that we did.
And then what's also pretty funny? Didn't remember that Win a Date with Jordan segment?
Yeah.
I kind of remember after that hearing something similar on local radio.
Yeah, on Mouse in the Morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Squeak, squeak.
so we ended up Jordan went on his date, thanks courtesy of those up at that radio station for the WWE tickets.
And it was an
Jordan
amazing show. I got to see Hulkamania.
So thank you.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
Did the date go okay at least?
Yeah, they're together.
Yeah, they're together. Congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who would have ever known that an actual relationship could have came out of something like that?
I know. So, all right. So we got this little game. It's called You Can't Beat Benji.
Yeah.
And we've got Jordan here. He's going to.
I hear he's been wanting to play for quite some time.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to
so-
tell you what, I am full of useless shit, all right? Like, seriously, I am, like, maybe not so much anymore. Like I said, I might be a little bit rusty because I have not done this shit in quite some time. But
I'm counting on it.
But yeah, I think I put my game face on because I think my record was, like, 276 to, like, 48, like, when I left, something
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah,
if
you beat me a lot.
if you can beat me, man, oh hell,
And-
I'm good with that.
And like, on times where I didn't call in,
Uh-huh.
I would get all 4 to 5 correct.
Oh, all the time.
But then when I call in, it's like the hardest questions. Like I don't even know these.
it's like who?
Like everybody can win when they're not, and when it's not that day. But all questions have been taken from that show. One question for each day.
Well, there you go.
So,
Because they like to borrow stuff, so
yep.
we like to borrow stuff
Yep,
from them.
yep. So
Alright.
this week we're gonna play You Can't Beat Benji.
All right.
So what it is 5 pop culture questions. So first of all, we're going to
Are you
kick
gonna-
Benji out of the studio.
Are you gonna kick me out of the studio?
Sure. Go.
Bitch, I will fuck you up.
so,
All right.
so Benji
I'll
will
be back.
leaving. All right. Yep. Yeah, Jordan, when you're ready, you got to yell, "Hey, oh, Benji." So,
Oh, trust me, I'll throw a little flair on it.
all right. So we're gonna. Is he up there? All right.
He sounds up there.
Okay. Turn it down a little bit. The Gummy Bear song, which was his go-to. Okay, so you ready? You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, 5 pop culture questions, and then if you can't get it right, feel free to say pass. All right. So Brandon, also the answers I sent to you. Okay. So the first one, the Entourage movie came out Wednesday and is currently in theaters. What Boston native, who also had a birthday yesterday, is a producer of the movie and TV series?
Pass. I don't watch
Pass.
that show. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Number 2, Disney is developing a remake of Sister Act with the writers of Legally Blonde behind it. Who starred in the original Sister Act?
Pass.
Pass.
Fuck me, dude. I
Ooh.
told you I have a terrible losing streak on the show.
Okay.
You gotta make a guess.
Yeah.
Who's
Who
in
the fuck am I gonna know that?
who's in Sister Act?
I didn't even know that was a show.
Okay.
It's a movie.
What, see?
Okay.
All right. Number 3, actress Jessica Lange says the comparison to Caitlyn Jenner after her Vanity Fair photo shoot are, quote, so wonderful. What hit show on FX does Lange star in?
On FX.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing, man. I shit you not. This is gonna be a sweep. I
Alright.
guarantee you.
All right, number 4. Prince Farming is back on the market. Bachelor star Chris Soules from Iowa and Whitney Bischoff have called off their engagement. Soules proposed to Bischoff in the season finale of The Bachelor, which aired in March. What season number was that? 16, 19, or 22?
19.
Okay. Number 5. Michael Jackson's house is on the market for $100 million. What was the name of his ranch?
Neverland.
Okay. All right. So now it's time to get Benji. So all you got to do, we'll turn up the volume, and all you got to do is yell, "Oh, Benji!"
I got it. Oh, Benji! Benji!
Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky
Look, I
gummy
felt it
bear.
tonight. I was on fucking fire.
Cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy
Jordan,
bear.
you can stick around.
Yeah, you can stay down here. I can't be near the computer because I can't see. I don't want people to think I'm cheating.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
How-
So,
Are you going to tell me how many you got right? All right.
nope.
All right. I'm good with
But
this.
we'll just say he didn't do very good.
Okay.
So, we'll see. All right. First question. The Entourage movie came out Wednesday and is currently in theaters. What Boston native, who also had his birthday yesterday, is the producer for the movie and the TV show?
I don't know. I want to say Mark Wahlberg, though. I doubt that that's it, but I want to say Mark Wahlberg.
All right. Ding. I don't have it, but it is.
Is Mark Wahlberg?
Yep.
I'll say because I know he was in the movie. So I swear to God, I saw that he was an executive producer on the movie. So
Okay.
total wild guess.
Yep. So it's 1-0, Benji.
Yes.
All right. Number 2. Disney is developing a remake of Sister Act with the writers of Legally Blonde behind it.
Okay.
Who starred in the original Sister Act?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Ding. 2-0.
Seriously, you didn't know Whoopi Goldberg? Dude, you had a sheltered childhood. Fuck me, Ryan.
I asked him about it, and he was like, I didn't even know that was a show. And I'm like, it's a movie.
It's not a show. First off, you've got let's see, Kathy Nate Jimmy, who played Peggy Hill on King of the Hill.
Yep.
She was the fat nun in that movie. It was a great movie.
What year did this fucking thing come out?
Like
90s.
94, I believe it was.
Huh.
They had a Sister Act 2, which that didn't do so well, but
Yeah.
whatever.
All right, number 3.
Number 3. Actress Jessica Lange says the comparisons to Caitlyn Jenner after her Vanity Fair photo shoot are, quote, so wonderful. What hit show on FX does Lange star in?
American Horror Story.
Ding. 3-0.
Boom. You got it.
Have you ever seen American Horror Story?
I've never seen American Horror Story, but I know that she's on it.
Okay.
No, I have not.
All right. Number 4. Prince Farming is back on the market. Bachelor star Chris Soules from Iowa and Whitney Bischoff have called off their engagement. Soules proposed to Bischoff in the season finale of The Bachelor, which aired in March. What season number was that? 16, 19, or 22?
I know it's not 16. I want to say 19.
Ding. So 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
I've never. I'm like, I hate watching that show, but yeah, I do know since he was from Iowa, everybody was making such a big fucking deal about it. So it's like, oh, Bachelor number 9. And I'm like, as soon as I read that they broke up, I'm like, oh my God, wait a minute. You're telling me that shit from those shows don't last?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Because
I
like
think only 2 successful marriages.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
I had such build up, and I was on the couch every night or every Monday night.
It's like the show back in the day, Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? It's like, okay, yeah, that's really gonna fucking work.
you know,
Gold
it's-
digging whores being like coming forward. They're like, oh, I do.
This
I'll
next-
suck his dick.
This next one you'll get regardless.
And you get paid
but
to be on TV about it.
Yeah, no
My-
kidding.
one show
Called
that
doing porn. All right.
one show that they did that was what MTV did, and I remember this because I was a kid, or like I was like in my young teens. It was something with something with Tila Tequila, like
A
yeah,
shot at love?
yeah,
shot
at love with Tila Tequila.
And
oh
then I
my-
didn't realize that a shot of gonorrhea tasted like that.
and then that's probably why.
Just
she
like they had the
broke up.
flavor of love as well.
Yeah.
And that, dude, first
Flavor
off,
Flavor Flav was probably
Oh,
a guest
Flavor.
producer.
Yeah.
First
First off,
something.
did you hear about him the other day? He got arrested because he was driving under the influence with a suspended license, and like he had like cocaine on, like all this shit going down. And my joke was, at least he knew what time it was.
But then
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy, it's time for me to go jail, bitches.
But no, I love because they did a second season of that with
Mhm.
Tila, and then they did a third season with twins, and the one twin could tell like the other one, be like, I don't want your pick.
How many
And, like-
questions did they ask?
No,
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
a question. Like you lived in the house and you
Yeah,
went on
you
dates
went
and
on
you did
dates.
challenges.
First off,
I bet
here's
they
the
didn't
thing.
ask the fifth question.
I'm sorry, but if you are going to be getting into a relationship with somebody with a sibling, and then you're probably going to end up having to fuck at some point in time, like, okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to call my best friend out. My friend Easton the other day told me the fact, I'm playing it straight out. He's like, dude, he's like, I have a whole sister fantasy. Like, I want to sleep with sisters. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? We are not in Alabama, all right? You don't need that incestuous shit, all right?
All right, what's question number 5?
Number 5.
Which you're gonna get.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely positive.
Okay.
All right.
If you don't get it, then I don't know.
And this is Benji going for the sweep. So Michael Jackson's house is on the market for $100 million.
Uh-huh.
What is the name of his ranch?
Neverland Ranch.
And with the score of 5 to 1 or 5 to 2,
Yeah,
and the
fuck
sweep,
you. Give me
the
my
win
2
goes
points.
to Benji. So
Get on my way, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not
Swooping
gonna say
in.
it.
So
I'm not gonna
You got
say
to
it.
say it.
yep, you
Aren't
got
you
to
supposed to be
say
in
it.
the kitchen?
Hi, my name is Jordan, and I can't beat Benji.
Oh, you did it perfect. Thank
No,
you.
no,
Now
no,
you
you
got
gotta
to
say
do
it.
it. Come
You
on.
gotta say it.
Name is Jordan off the Lock and Load show, and I couldn't beat Benji.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh, you got
We
that.
got that recorded.
We got that
Do we got that
recorded.
recorded? All right. Well, that's good because that's going to be going up on my Facebook page. Just saying.
Yes.
We'll crap it out.
That's going to have 100,000 likes right there.
Hey, that's why I said the name of the show. It gives us free promotion.
There you go.
Yeah. So, well, it's that time.
That was that was
That
good.
felt good, man.
Thanks.
Wow.
Every time I sit there, I
Jordan's
couldn't.
about to cry. And
See,
you're like, God, that feels good.
and the nice part is that I didn't have to Google any of the answers.
Here's the thing that's funny. Every time I did it, they're just like, "What?" They didn't do the whole ding when I got it right. There's like, "Fucking seriously."
Are you stupid or something?
Jordan, no more games for you.
It's okay.
Did they play a sound when you got it right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to ding or that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one a lot though.
Ba-dum.
Oh crap! I'm getting in trouble.
So, it's that time. I'm going to turn up a little tunes. All right. Remember, check out our friends over at the Chesterfield, chesterfieldlive.com. Local artists, get your stuff featured on the show. lockandloadshow.com/music to refer to the pages such as Bridget Kruse. And also check out her stuff, facebook.com/Bridget Kruse and bridgetkruse.com.
I was saying, if you want to check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/Benji Knight on air. You can also follow us at, just type in Benji Knight and it'll pop up my face. You can't miss it. It's that ugly mug that is just staring back at you. Well, right now it's like a Blackhawks picture because I'm a huge Blackhawks fan. So, by the way, you should feel privileged because I'm missing the game right now to sit here
I
and
do.
talk with you. So,
June coming up next week, June 13th, John Jubilee. So, yeah. Jordan, you want to finish?
Oh yeah, no problem. I know how you just
you
like
had
to-
one job!
No, he takes shit over, and then he's just like, "So you're actually quiet over here," because you're just like, just go through everything. It reminds me of somebody. Check out our friend Jake Stuff at southlemon.com or facebook.com/southlemon, or you can check him out on the tweeters at southlemon. Also, make sure you go to his website, jakerains.com, if you want to do anything photography related. He's actually pretty talented.
I love Jake. That man's so awesome.
And he also likes comics, so we can't go wrong.
That is true.
Check out our stuff, facebook.com/lockandload. hit us up on the tweeters at Lock and Load Show and lockandloadshow.com. Also, June 27th is our big Cans for Bands. John Roxborough, Ghost Cat, Kelsey Dill, Velveeta, who's this 15-year-old beatboxing kid.
You want to kill us with this, don't
Rev, Devour Once Dead, Jake Mersch, and many more to come. Playing. It'll be 12 hours straight local music, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. 27th Saturday down at the Chesterfield.
We're going to die.
Yep, we are. So donate 3 canned good items going to the Midtown Community Center. Next week we will have the director of the Midtown Community Center on the show calling in and talk a little bit about what they do up there.
Also, if you want to stop by and check us out and bring us food, because we're going to be there all day long.
Yep, and I won't turn down food.
I say DJs always love free food.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
So, all right. I think that's it. So, remember, if you're going out tonight, have a plan.
Also, stay safe. There's a big storm heading our way. If you're in our local area and listening, please be safe. Yeah. Especially if you're going to consume an alcoholic beverage.
If you drink, don't drive. Call a cab. Get a designated driver.
Or crash.
There you go.
At a friend's place.
Crash at a friend's place. Don't get in the damn car!
All right. Well,
everybody here at the Lock and Load Show and Benji, want to thank
you guys.
Huge thank you to Bridget Kruse as well.
And Bridget Kruse, yes.
So phenomenal job.
Check her out online.
And for me, thank you again, Benji. For
thank you guys for having me.
This
Honestly, I'm hoping that I can do this a lot more because this shit's a lot of fun.
Thank you for spanking my ass at.
No problem. Hey, at least I didn't make you call me daddy. Just saying. Just saying.
All right, you got
anything,
Brandon?
My name is Jordan, and I can't beat daddy.
Fuck you.
Next time.
All
right. Well, I guess have a good night, everybody.
See ya.